what he said to her. Daughter, your faith has made you whole. Your faith. Will he say that to you today? Your faith has delivered you. Your faith has broken the curse. Your faith has made whole what was diseased and cankered and broken. That's who he is. That's the power in the blood. I have seen, you have seen, used to the old pulpit, we had all these canes hanging up here. Probably still some pictures around. People who came with a cane and left it. Malaysia. William and Irma Cassiola came to our church. They came because their son had muscular dystrophy. He worked for the embassy. He was Italian. His wife was Swedish. Drove a big, massive SUV up to our church. Brought this boy in. They had been to Barnes Hospital, I believe it was Boston. They'd been to Mayo Clinic. They'd been to Singapore. They had wealth. They had money. Had influence. Brought their son because they had no answer. They're unsaved. That night, their son had an evangelist there, actually. We were running about 35 people. He prayed, the church prayed, laid hands on that boy, and that boy, the curse was broken.
Come on. Amen. Come on.
We still have contact. A few years ago when James Rosario was on staff, William and Irma came by, went to our house. I asked him about his son. He said, Pastor, he has never had one problem. He's just a little boy then. He now works, flies internationally, has this position with World Vision. They take all kinds of relief goods and stuff to third and fourth world countries around the world. He said he's married, has children, has never had one problem. Because the life is in the blood. That's why we sing. His blood speaks a better word. All the words you've heard from the world, His blood speaks a word that's so far above all the words of the world. What do you need this morning from God? No doubt, a crowd this size, there's a multitude of needs. You're here this morning. You made the same mistake over and over. Same sin. Same bondage. Same bad decision. Said the same horrible words, unbelieving, pitiful words. Saw the curse leap out when you thought things were going so well, leaped out and snared you and began to drag you back into generations of pain, addictions. What do you need? So I'm talking about what God can do through His blood. You're sitting here, your marriage isn't going well. Something don't happen. You can see down the road it's going to be tragic. You don't want that, but it's like you're caught in this rushing river current, and you can't seem to get out. Is that you this morning? You got disease. You got pain. the doctors. Thank God for medical science and doctors, nurses. But it's not been given much hope. My granddaughter-in-law, you prayed for this morning, 28 years old, short time ago, Connie and I got the message. She was driving home from work, talking to her husband, and he heard the phone drop. She screamed. She had a seizure. You've been praying, many of you know. They took her to the hospital, MRIs. Has an aggressive tumor in her brain. They removed a portion the size of a baseball. It's going to remove more, but it's so interwoven with her speech, I was afraid she'd never be able to talk. It's so aggressive, it's a rare form of cancer. When they're doing surgery under the magnifying glass, it's multiplying even as they're removing. They said, we can give you chemotherapy. You might have 3 years to live. It's stage 3 cancer. But they said if we do this, when those 3 years or so is over, we won't be able to do anything. It'll be so strong and has mutated to such aggression, you won't live very long. Phoenix Mayo Clinic here is doing some kind of exploratory procedures concerning this cancer. That may be a possibility. But she needs a miracle. 2 children. Husband went to work for the Memphis Fire Department, Daniel, less than a year ago, I guess. Excited about life. Lived for God. Dave and Angie lived with them at one time, Pittsburgh, Kansas. Served God from a teenager all these years. She needs a miracle. Maybe you're here and you need a miracle. God is the miracle worker. Jesus, when he was here on earth, he raised dead people, fed a multitude, healed lepers. And he said, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. If you'll believe, whatever I've done for anyone else, I can do for you. All things are possible. That's why we sing about the blood. That's why we speak of the blood. That's why we command in the blood in the name of Jesus. It's because there's power and life. It's supernatural in his blood, and he shed it for you. I ask you to bow your head with me this morning. Oh, Ramashanda.